Welcome back to Lightcraft Academy. One more episode before heading back to San Diego in a couple days. Two themes, as you saw from the opening. Number one, I had this sort of epiphany. I'd like to add 3D motion objects, or not 3D, but motion objects to my 2D sets just to add a level of immersion. You go to YouTube, you search for like table fan on green screen, and it tends to be really cheesy. I'm walking again to simulate some movement since I don't have a camera person with me. They're cheesy, and I thought yesterday, can't we use AI to make our own motion props? Yes, we can. And I think I'm finally getting the hang of Beeple. So we're going to look at Beeple, lighting, motion props, and a bunch of other stuff. Let me go to a voiceover. Finally, we have an easy way to design and create our own motion props that we can place anywhere in our virtual sets. You can see how I prompted Artless AI's text-to-video feature to create an assortment of props for this episode of Lightcraft Academy. I simply describe what I'm looking for and include in my prompt the direction to, quote, place them over a green background. In your editing program of choice, you can add them into your scene. It's important to note that my prompt always begins with the words, a static establishing shot, so the AI model doesn't add any camera motion to the object. My prompt for the vintage TV was a static establishing shot of an old television set in 1950s era on a green screen to be used as a motion prop. Photorealistic green screen backdrop. Let's do one together. I'd like to add a parakeet in a cage to my opening shot background. I prompt for a parakeet in a cage on a green background, and in a few seconds I have that animation. Over to Final Cut to resize the animation, remove the green, and place it into the scene with some final brightness tweaking. Pretty cool. I've added all these animations to our Flickr account in an album called Green Screen Animations. With Beeple, I discovered that you can do fine-tuning where there are lighting issues, and using the Beeple timeline, you can actively move the lights, dim the lights during the scene, add keyframes. Now that I understand that feature, I'm able to look at the entire scene in Beeple to be sure there aren't any wonky lighting issues before exporting my footage back to my editing program. Game changer. In full disclosure, Beeple is not cheap. To be able to render up to 60-second scenes, the monthly subscription is around $75. One more thing. Are we getting closer to adding 3D Gaussian splat options as Jetset backdrops? I don't have a definitive answer yet, but there is a new website where we could build those splats from 2D images. In this example, I've created a 3D Gaussian splat of our office background. I'll have more on this new website next time. The future is definitely exciting.
Jetset Garage!
We're back here, a little housekeeping in my garage. So there you go, 3-point lighting in Beeple. Motion sets, it's hard to see, but you have, well, sort of over my shoulder, there's going to be I can move away from it, maybe I gotta go this way. You're going to see the blinking neon light for our Jetset garage. So many cool things you can do. So those are a couple of tips and tricks for Jetset. I will be back next week, and I have something really cool that's arrived. It's a green screen that goes out on the floor. Finally, we can put ourselves into the set, feet on floor. We'll give that a try. As always, thank you for subscribing. Thanks for watching. See you in about a week. Take care.
Jetset Garage, where the wrench is